things in America shouldn't be political. It's right and wrong. And that's how we look at things on the show. That's why you watch us. For example, confronting China is a right and wrong issue. They want to replace America on the world stage. Helping China is a bad thing, which makes President Trump's decision to let 600,000 Chinese students attend American colleges, in a word, perplexing.
We have a tremendous college system, the best in the world. Nobody even close. That's why China sends them here. And you can call it an industry if you want, but you're talking about millions of people. And I'm honored to have the students from China come here. And we're just getting along very well with China.
MAGA loyalists aren't too happy. For example, Trump diehards Lara Loomer, Marjorie Taylor Greene want nothing to do with Chinese students on American shores. Then there is Cortes and Steve Bannon.
Why would we educate the sons and daughters of the CCP, which is our existential enemy in the world? Why allow the princelings of the modern-day Nazis to come to America at all?
There should be no foreign students here for the moment. I'm not saying in perpetuity, but for the moment, until we get our hands around this. Eliminate the H-1B visas immediately.
With us now, Batya Ungar-Sargon, columnist for the Free Press, and the newest addition to the NewsNation family. Her new show, Batya, premieres in September. More on the show in a minute. I'm very excited. Thank you. Congratulations. Can you be MAGA and pro-China at the same time?
Thank you so much for having me, Leland. So here's, I think, how the president is thinking about it. If you recall in June, it seemed like the U.S. and China were kind of at loggerheads in terms of settling the new tariff regime and that we were headed to a new trade war. And if you recall, there was this moment in June where the president started tweeting, or I guess he posted to Truth Social, and he said, we have a deal with China. We're going to tariff them at 55%. They're going to give us rare earth minerals, and we're going to let the Chinese students in. And I think the president, when he says we're going to let the 600,000 Chinese students in, that's what he's really thinking about. I mean, it sounds a little bit like 4D chess, but he's thinking about this economic problem we have where we're tied to China, but he's trying to get the upper hand there. Now, from the MAGA point of view, this is a huge betrayal. Obviously, China's our greatest adversary. Every one of those 600,000 students is taking a spot from an American. And of course, they learn skills in our universities, which they then take home to China to undermine us with, right? So this is very not America first, but I think the president does have a method here to the madness, which is why he's pursuing this and telegraphing this support for the Chinese students. It was a real sticking point for Xi.
Yeah, but maybe if it's a real sticking point for Xi, it's Xi knows that he's getting something out of this that we don't, right? Which is at least half of those people are probably also communist spies. Does MAGA break with Trump over this?
So the two issues where the president really has a lot less of a runway are this issue and then amnesty for farm workers and hotel workers, something else that he seems really willing to take on the base for. Now, again, I think there's method to the madness there. I think he's very worried that if he deports, 2 million farm workers, the price of food will go up. But that issue is going to be a real sticking point for MAGA. They don't care about Epstein. They care about amnesty for illegals. And I think they do care about these Chinese students.
Yeah, I think you care about confronting China. If you care about America, you realize there's more to China than just the economic issues in terms of this. And China knows that well, or as well. It's interesting that Trump is also, I think, feeling like he is winning the culture war. And I say that because today he weighed in on the whole Cracker Barrel new logo issue. And Cracker Barrel rolled over or relented, whatever you want to call it. They said Old Timer, which is the guy, and the barrel are back on the logo. Trump put up congratulations. We have the old logo and the new logo. It seems to expose something to me about Cracker Barrel, but more importantly, the DEI crowd, of which Cracker Barrel and its board are ardent subscribers with almost religious-like ferocity, is they are both woke, but also cowards. It's not something they believe in or they're willing to stake their life on. My question, though, is this. If they're willing to roll over now, does the MAGA world, does traditional Americans go okay, or have they exposed who they are?
I have to say, Linz, I see it very differently. I think it took a lot of guts to backtrack and say, we made a mistake. We're not going to, dig ourselves in. We're not going to die on this hill. We made a mistake. Our customer base didn't like it, and we're going to give them what they want. I thought that took a lot of guts to admit that and backtrack. I thought you were going to bring up another one of Trump's very wonderful cultural commentaries today, in which he weighed in on Taylor Swift's impending nuptials.
I thought we were going to get through the show without talking about Taylor Swift, but no.
He gave her such beautiful well wishes, despite the fact that she endorsed Kamala Harris. I was so surprised to see him take the high road. It was really lovely.
Well, I think he understands that marriage is a special moment, and wishing her well, which we all do. There you go. Batya, the show premieres Saturday the 20th. There we go, 4 p.m. What will you tackle in your hour?
You know what I'm really going to try to do, Leland? I'm going to try to create the kind of urgency and excitement in the viewers that you usually only get from nasty drama and conflict, but by having real substantive debate that is never nasty and always driven by the pursuit for common ground. That's the challenge I'm setting for myself.
Well, at least you're aiming high. Congratulations. We'll see you soon, my friend.
Thank you, Leland. Thanks for everything.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.